So there comes a time in everyone's life, I feel like, when they have to set up OBS still. La la la, don't pay attention to me. I know, Achilles! Or the holidays happen and everyone gets their schedule screwed up. And my cat is very upset. Let go of headphones, sit on bed. And... almost there. Whoop. But, in the spirit of no tiny Faye left behind, we're going to roll some Wrath of the Righteous real quick. We're going to give Cieran 16 hours of intermission, shall we say. Man, Achilles is fussy. Fussy boy today.
He's not happy at all.
He's pretty happy. I haven't been home a lot. He hears me talking. He's human. Human! Who gets the words? That kind of thing. But, in any case, Adam, thank you for your support on Patreon. Achilles, thank you for biting my hand. Everyone has... Oh, you're looking at my Facebook. Pretend you're not looking at Facebook. I'll close that. That never happened. Haha. Adam's already gone to 7-2, as the rest of his party has, and basically, you have 16 hours in Dresden to do as you please. For narrative's sake, we'll say it happened kind of in the same way that it did at the garrison. People thought you were going to stay behind to craft in things, and then you didn't.
Yeah. I will... I don't know. Did they went back from the cave and left all the loot in camp, right? Because that's the new rule.
Yes.
Okay. So I'm going to go up to, I believe as they said, the pile of stuff labeled our stuff, don't touch or fear death.
Indeed.
I'm going to grab my 3 remaining holy waters.
Sure.
What do I have? I have nothing. Is that correct? I thought I had some things. I have 2 potions of reduced person. Well, that's not going to work for me. Does reduced person work on anyone in the group anymore?
It would work on Haken. And
Haken's still
I guess it would work on Grizok. Grizok is a reptilian humanoid. Yeah. But that would be it.
Because I sit here and laugh, and I'm like, I could learn this spell, but I can't use this spell.
Gotta get that reduced monster, which I don't think
and
exists.
I can't. No, maybe?
I forget. I have no idea. It's never come up.
So I'm going to take the holy waters. And I'm going to... Oh, right. You have to actually go into edit. Which is slightly annoying, but what are you going to do? So I'm going to take the holy waters, and I'm going to take a dark vision potion, our only one we have. Do I need a scroll of dimensional lock, fire runes, spell magic? I'm gonna go with the scroll of dispel magic. I'm gonna take 2 scrolls of dispel magic, and I'm going to bring. Yes.
Okay.
I'll bring 5 of my +1 evil sling bullets.
Okay, sounds good.
But I don't think I need anything else. I don't think. I'd love to be able to use the... What would that even be? A bastard sword? Evil Outsider Bane? Right? That's how the size changes work with the swords?
Ish. It's awkward.
Yeah, the one thing that you're like... This is how this works, and then they suddenly go, oh, by the way, this weapon is actually this weapon, and this weapon is this weapon, and I'm like, but that doesn't follow your scale charts. What's going on here?
It does not.
So I took a dark vision potion. And then with my newfound equipment, I will head off.
Okay, sounds good. So as you head into Dresden, what I'll do is Hawkins token, the Haken token, will mark where the party is. The army token will mark where the army is. The first thing they did was the party went to this bridge to stop the unholy inhabitants from tearing it apart while the army cleared this out. And you, of course, would have access to all of the information they knew. You can ask me whatever. I know Adam has played Wrath of the Righteous in the past, and so it's... You can ask what they have or have not done, and we can direct Cieran accordingly.
I will also say that while I have played this before, this is where I think he started going really off book.
Oh, fair enough. Okay.
Because he started going, y'all are too strong, so I'm just going to start messing you up.
That doesn't sound very friendly.
I believe I'm going to go to the orating place of badness.
The orating place, the world wound. Okay, gotcha.
So I'm going to go over to the cemetery.
You got it. Okay.
Which I can't do myself.
I'll get you there in just a sec. Hang on. Oh, boom. Okay. So as you make your way over there, and it's not hard for Cieran, whose keyboard is loud, to make his way across, like, the city at large. There's mounted paladins running through at the moment, resistance is very little. It's not hard for you to stealth your way over there. And if you could give me a perception check.
Oh, wrong page.
Okay. So as you make your way over there, must find lore. In the center of the cemetery, there's a sizable vault. The vault is surrounded by dark and ominous shadows. As Arvashniel has said, it appears that that particular vault has been desecrated, and it looks like somebody most likely put a deeper darkness on it. In addition, the place is crawling with ghouls. They don't seem to notice you. Most of them are milling about trying to get themselves in order, given that there's an army of paladins not super far away from them. And what do you do?
I forget mechanically if I take a potion of dark vision, can I still see?
Yeah, actually I miscalled that. It's not a deeper darkness, it's just a darkness.
Okay. So I will pop my potion of dark vision, because I can't see in the dark. I'm not fancy. I just have low light. How long does that cast level 3? So I'll pop that, and I will check how long it lasts so we can not do the cheatsy doodles.
No cheatsy doodles here.
Doodles are bad. So it's 3 hours. Okay, so not that big of a deal.
Indeed.
And I guess I will hunker down behind a gravestone and start trying to eliminate the undead.
Okay. So to do that, there are hundreds and hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of them, and mechanically someone will eventually see you. We ended up switching the combats over from troops on troops for this to Paizo's mass combat rules. So we can, if you would like, to use the mass combat rules for Cieran, but it doesn't really favor a single PC.
You know, that sounds terrible. I mean, it's kind of, yeah, no, that's all bad because they just roll damage, don't they? You don't have to hit.
Yep.
Yeah, no. All of the no. I guess I will then try and get past them because that's a nope. That is a very large bag of nope.
The largest bag. Okay, give me a, we'll call it a stealth challenge. Give me 3 stealth checks.
De boop, and de boop. Ooh. We know what my minimum is now.
We do indeed. Nevertheless, that's more than good enough. You're able to dodge, duck, dip, dive, and dodge your way through. And I'll put you on the appropriate board. Boom. You are... I'm going to check my dynamic lighting again, make sure I didn't butcher it horribly. Okay, dope. You are...
I need to zoom way in.
There, you do. I suppose I do too. Wow.
I'm fully zoomed in, and I am still itsy bitsy teeny weeny.
You wanted to play a tiny creature, my guy. Tiny creature you are.
Oh no, I'm just saying that this map is massive. Or there's more things on this map.
I can neither confirm or deny those statements, sir.
So, am I a fair distance away from the ghouls, or are they, like, just over the way?
Just off the map, basically. Most of them are just wandering and meandering.
Then I will try and get inside before I do more things.
Alrighty. The door is locked.
Okay. This is gonna get really bad. Yeah.
Okay. So it takes about a minute. But you, in fact, are able to pop the door open. And it doesn't make a lot of noise when you open it. It probably takes a great deal of effort for Cieran to open a vault door. Just fly, push, fly, push. Inside, the place is strewn with bodies.
I actually have a spell. I'm not an idiot for once. I did a thing. I'm going to take my what's it called? Death Watch?
Okay, sure. And then what?
And then I will take my shield potion and iron skin.
Okay.
And carry on my merry way.
Alrighty. What does Death Watch do again?
It lets me get a idea of what it is. If it's fully living, wounded, near death, nearly dead, and undead, I think.
Okay, gotcha.
I think.
I better bring that up too. I have no idea. I've never seen this one cast before.
Upon using powers of necromancy, you can determine the condition of creatures near death within the spell's range. You instantly know whether each creature within the area is dead, fragile, alive, and wounded with 3 or fewer hit points left, fighting off dead, alive with 4 or more hit points, healthy, undead, or neither live nor dead, such as a construct. Death Watch sees through any spell or ability that allows creatures to feign death. It is a cone-shaped emanation, 30 feet, 10 minutes per level.
Okay, understood. So everything in the room is dead. Like, you can look at it. They're super, super, super dead. Been dead a long time.
Okay. I'll move forward to this door then, because
Okay.
It doesn't seem like there's a whole lot else going on here.
That door does not seem to be locked.
Oh my god. Fingers, move. Okay, so I will attempt to stealthily open the door.
Okay, give me a stealth check.
Stealth. Do 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 do.
opposed by my perception. There is a knowledge religion check on the inside of this room.
Yeah, no, there's not.
Yes, there is, though.
I can't make it.
Oh, well, no, there's not. You're right. Okay. So you have the creature is
Poopy.
kind of looks like a ghoul. It's hunched over, bat-winged, glowing eyes. It sees the door open, but the stealth check is successful, so you get a surprise round. Basically, it's just like and turning towards the door.
I will go. As I've stealthed through the door, I will. That's within 30, right?
Should be.
Yeah. I will Sling of Death.
Hockey docky.
And I'll use one of my regular bullets.
Okay. If you would like to... Oh, wait, hold on. I lied. You don't get to flavor it. It definitely connects. Make your stealth check again if you would for your snipping.
Yep.
I have a 30. And you have a 26, so the bullet hits it square in the forehead as you do, and it turns and it sees you. And roll initiative.
I've made a mistake. I forgot to drink something. Oh, whoopsie. Oh, that's why.
Okay.
I shall fix that.
So the mod was... I'm confused.
I didn't have my thing clicked, so it didn't send it to the tracker.
Ah, I see. Okay.
So I rolled again and used the previous roll.
Understood. Okay. The creature is aware of you. It's your turn.
I guess I will attempt to move to here and then peek around and shoot it.
Okay. Give me a stealth check. Fair enough. Make it so. And if you'd like to flavor it.
Whatever the heck it is, did not look nice. So I went for the 2 temple shot because the 1 temple shot didn't work.
Indeed. Okay. And you are trying to knock it out, is that right?
Yeah.
Okay. It collapses to the ground.
I will move over to it. Does it have anything?
Give me a perception check. So as you look it up and down, it doesn't really seem to be carrying anything, but the vault itself kind of shudders as this thing goes down, and you can see gross purplish, blackish, brackish auras going inside the creature.
What does it ping, by the way?
As undead.
As undead? Okay. Because I don't have really a better way to do this. I'm sorry, kitty. I will regurgitate my cat and have it start clawing into its chest.
Okay.
To, like, try and get into it.
Okay.
After... What?
I guess call that, give me a coup de grace.
Sure. I guess I needed to do this instead. My apologies. Because it is a critical.
Sure. Okay, so I'll give you a quick fart save, which it fails, and the energy that's flowing into it ceases to be, and it collapses. Like, picks itself, like, exorcisty up off the floor, and then drops back down.
Okay. Once the cat has finished its job, I will, because I don't necessarily know that it's dead, because I don't do this whole undead thing well, I will pull out one of my holy waters and smash it into the closest area I can find to its what would be heart, and say, exorcise the demons.
Okay. It definitely reacts. You put the holy water on what is clearly undead, and it begins to burn and smolder a little bit.
And then I will get up and wipe my hands, look over at the cat, and go, "We did a good job."
The cat just kind of looks and just. Ah.
Is it still I know it's a gravesite, so it's going to be ominous, but is it still like especially ominous?
Yeah, the desecration seems to persist.
Okay. What is it? 20 plus caster level. Oh, that's not good. This is risky, because I am... Wait. Caster level 5. So it's a 25. Yeah, that's not that bad. I will pull out one of the scrolls and start going about the business of using UMD.
As you do.
Let's hope I don't fail. I will surge that.
I mean, you just needed a 20, right?
20 plus caster level.
Oh.
It's caster level 5.
Okay, fair enough. So you just need a 3.
Still have a chance of failing.
So you're telling me there's a... And there it is. Good enough.
And I cast Dispel Magic.
Okay. And I look at a DC for the effect. Looking. Hello. Okay, got it. So then go ahead and roll your caster level to Dispel.
So that'd be 20 plus 5.
Mm-hmm. And I forget exactly what you're swinging at. Most of my players don't try to dispel magic. They just try to... Nevertheless, that doesn't quite get there.
Can I search that?
Sure. It was a D20 roll.
I mean, this is why I have it, right?
17,
21.
21 is not quite good enough. The unholy aura flickers and shimmers and then kicks back on. You hear the sounds outside of... Do you speak Necril?
I don't think so.
You hear some funny Necril outside.
Got Undercommon?
No Undercommon
Don't have
here.
Necril.
Boo.
I think I've given it an honest effort, so I will definitely let somebody else come back and do this. 'Cause I don't feel like I did that poorly. I will go about searching the rest of this place.
Okay, sounds good. Give me a perception check.
See if there's anything in here. And Kitty is out.
And Kitty is out.
Kitty
Meow, meow,
does
meow.
not. Kitty does not. Kitty might smell something.
Okay. It smells like death and bad in here. You both can hear the sounds of ghouls approaching the outside of the crypt, trying to figure out why the desecrate just flickered.
Oh, this is bad. I will reabsorb Kitty.
Okay.
And, I will draw my extract of invisibility.
Sure.
And then keep looking over more places. Or was that for the entire building?
That was the entire room. Nothing there.
Okay. Is there something over here? Or is this just all crypty?
Just all crypty.
Okay. So I will check here. Stuffly.
Sure. I'm not going to put their tokens on the board because since you're invisible, they can't find
Oh
you.
no, I haven't drank it yet.
Oh.
I just have it ready.
Okay, so then there are 6 ghouls making their way in through here with several more behind them. The doors are probably... I'm not really sure how you opened those, but they're probably like 10, 15 feet.
Then yeah, I will.
Well, what is
I will.
Cieran's what is Cieran's strength score?
My strength score?
Yeah.
12.
That's how you opened it. Fair enough. You're stronger than the average human. We don't need to ask that question any longer. Jesus.
Yes.
You're as big as my cat, but probably as strong as me. I am full of terror.
I am the embodiment of an ant.
Yes, you are.
My initiative score wasn't correct.
Was it much, much higher than it should have been?
It was 2 higher.
Okay, fair enough. You still
once
went first.
Yeah, once you hit level 2, you get amazing initiative, and you add your initiative roll or you add your mythic tier to your initiative score.
Right.
So I'm only at a plus 16.
Makes sense.
So yeah, I'm gonna drink my extract and fly out of there.
And off you go! Okay, back to the world map we go. I won't mark that area as cleared. That shadowy place. We made a lot of Lion King jokes about that part of the map. But it's definitely been like the thing is dead, and that is a good thing. But there's still a horde of ghouls going on here. In that amount of time, there is still a battle going on over here. Actually, no, you had to cross the breadth of it. At this point, you don't hear the sounds of combat coming from over here.
Okay.
And you don't really hear much of anything else.
I would go to the army.
Okay.
Do they have other orders?
Seems to be they're mostly just cleaning up after themselves, lay on hands, things like that.
Okay. I will inform them of the hordes of the undead, which they, as paladins, should be right up their alley.
Mm-hmm.
I will offer them the holy waters.
Sure, they gladly accept.
If they want it. I will also inform them that I would like a stockpile to be kept in our stuff of like 10. If they can accommodate that.
10 what? Like holy waters?
Yeah.
I don't think they can.
Okay. But so if at any time, because I know there's got to be clerics around here somewhere.
Nope.
I know you go to the church to get it. I just don't know how they do it.
You got Sociel and Tempe, kind of, but that's it.
Okay.
100 paladins. What more do you need? You hear some talk about how Grizak and Hawken and Tempe have taken the Eastern Bridge. But other than that, you don't hear a whole heck of a lot of much.
Okay. So once I'm done with the army, I will go to the camp and try and find Elf Boy, Erebachnio.
Okay, easy
Right.
enough. Ah, yes, my favorite little super strong cat and thing. What may I do for you?
You do the magics. Try to use this. Well, not this one, of course, because you can't use scrolls more than once, because whoever thought that was a good idea. Over at the crypt, I think I did pretty well. Didn't work.
He nods.
Sounds like a job for you, right?
Sounds like a job for a Rift Warden, indeed. When our forces make our way over there, I will see the desecration handled.
They should be going over there now.
I believe we are reconnoitering with the Shiny One, your new friend, and Grandma Lightning Lady for our further orders.
Yeah.
I'm sure we'll get there eventually.
And then... So I don't know how much time all of this is taking up.
This has probably taken a couple hours, including travel time. I told you 16 hours would pass. 8 of that is them resting. The next thing that's going to happen is once they get done cleaning up here, they're going to meet up with Hakan and co, and then they're going to take the hill.
Okay.
Which would then, for you, it would leave this bridge here, which you know is guarded, and it looks like they have the means to tear the bridge apart if they wanted to, as in, like, to stop your army from advancing on the citadel. You also have, there are 4 catapults in these towers up here, which appear to be manned, that should probably be addressed before the attack on the citadel commences. I do not have the map ready, but you could also, if you felt like popping into the citadel and seeing what was what, you certainly could.
Yeah. I just realized that I was being selfish when I was looking at things. But
Yeah.
it's also like looking at things to craft, because I thought we had a bag of holding. I don't know why I thought we had a bag of holding.
We had a Delvin. It was the same thing.
Which is, I think we may have nicknamed him at one point in time the bag of holding, and that triggered in my brain as we have a bag of holding.
Yeah, that makes sense.
But I can't really make that for super cheap, because I can't make it all of the special things. So that would take 10 days.
Indeed.
Ish. So I will. What have I used? So I've used a shield, I've used Death Wash, and I've used an Iron Skin, which none of that really came.
I mean, it was definitely a good policy if that thing got to you.
Oh yeah, no, like I sit here and say it was to no usefulness, but it would have served use had it been necessary.
Of course.
So I guess I will go and I guess we'll deal with the bridge.
Okie dokie.
That seems the most useful.
Sure. So you can move your token, yeah?
No.
Oh. Well, fine. I don't...
This is the map I can't.
Okay. Now you
I mean,
should...
I could make it so I could use it, but...
You should be able to now. If you would like to, I guess show me from which angle... Never mind. Okie dokie. Give me a stealth check.
I would be coming from this way.
You want to approach it from like here. Okay. I see. Gotcha. Okay. Dope.
Well, I went... So, actually, this might be better. So, camp's over that way, right?
Yeah, pretty much.
So, I don't like that.
Mm-hmm. Okay. I will grab your token. I will move that token. I will clean this board up just a little. And I'll swing you over here. Give me a stealth check.
I can do that.
And you're not here, and you're not here, and you're not here, and you're not here, and you're not here. And give me a perception check.
Those are very nice looking creatures.
Oh, they are. You fought one before.
Really?
Yeah, I used it in the encounter I made in the library forever and ever ago. It was the one.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
So as you approach up, you're very confident nobody sees you, and you've got the report already from camp and from Grizok and Hakan and Tempe's scouting that there are man-eating aurochs strapped to the support of the bridge. The creatures aren't super bright, but they are sentient, and like they can understand language, and it seems to be someone will yell pull, and then they will pull the bridge down. The towers are guarded, you're not sure by what. You can definitely see something pretty large moving around up there, like in each of the 4, but it's hard to say. And another thing is, I did this for the other squad, I should do it for you as well. The wind is blowing from north to south at the moment. Certainly the bulls will be able to smell you if you get a little too close, but right now you should be fine.
Can I get a compass somewhere?
North is the top.
North is top. And
Yeah.
you said north to south?
Yeah. Top to bottom.
Okay. So I will not be in the middle. That sounds terrible. So if it's translated from both of them, right? It's the same direction?
Yes.
So I'll be down here.
Okay.
Are they in these four?
Yeah, they're large creatures. And you can see that the chain is crude, but it is strong around a collar, which is strapped to their neck to a support beam.
They're bad things. They are. I'm going to do evil things to them.
Okay.
Well, some might say they're evil. I'm
Alrighty.
putting them out of their misery.
Make a stealth check. This will be the sniping one. So 27. I'm gonna roll a bunch. So then there's... So if you'd like to flavor it.
I pop up from for more flavor's sake, I will be in this square. No, this square. And I will pop up from behind that rock and just apparently annihilate one of the bulls.
Okay.
The
Yeah.
closer bull.
It definitely collapses. However, the closest bull sees you. Like, it looks up, sees the pebble, makes a moo roar kind of noise.
This one?
Yeah, and then drops. This one
Okay.
also sees you. This one also picks its head up and somehow gets a whiff of something somewhere.
Which one?
You can't see it. It's on the other side of the bridge. Dynamic lighting is weird sometimes. And if you could roll initiative.
Make sure I'm selected.
Hard same. Oh, boom! Okay.
Wow.
Is that like a 2 for you? 7.
That's a 7.
Alrighty. So let me just punch these in really quickly. Do a scritch, 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 scritch. I am itchy. And then you. Boom. And... I don't know why I'm making baby noises. Pretend that didn't happen. And more onto the initiative from the towers that you can't quite see. Whoops. There we go. Okay, let me just grab their stats. You hear sounds in the towers of things moving around. Do you speak giant?
I do not.
Okay, you definitely hear them. Something in a really big voice is speaking in giant. Do you speak Abyssal?
Yes.
You hear
Sure. Yeah, I speak Abyssal and Infernal.
And Infernal. I speak contingency plans. You hear one of the towers, you're not sure which, over all the sounds in Abyssal, just pull, you cowards, bring it down. And I think you might still have won initiative, but yeah, you just somehow you're on. I'll mark which ones are doing a sleepy.
I guess I'll fly to behind him.
Okay.
To break line of sight.
Sure.
I think.
Yeah, it's 3 size categories bigger than you. You certainly could.
I may have to get closer though. I do have to get closer. Are these?
Yeah, the board is accurate. Yeah.
So I flew from here, so I can. Poopy.
Boo.
So that's how far I can fly. It's a swift action, right? For
What is?
my mythic ability?
Yes.
Okay, so I will use my mythic point, fly there to go invisible. Or I'll use my mythic point to go invisible, then I'll fly there. And then I will sling of death that Auroch.
Okay. Unfortunately, it is aware of you because it has scent, and you're within 30 feet of it.
Aren't I downwind?
You are. The wind is blowing from this way to this way. The wind is.
Yeah.
The wind is blowing. Oh. Yes.
Going that way.
You are correct. Let me double check scent. I know it still functions. I just forget what the range is. So we're gonna learn together. Here we go.
I think it's 15 feet in the upwind. No, he's upwind of me, so I'm downwind. So it's
Drops to
15
15.
feet.
Okay, never mind. Yeah, you got it. If you'd like to flavor it. Actually, I want to
Um,
flavor it. You go moving forward and you start shaking real hard and everything slows down and your cat, its head manifests coming out of your shoulder and just, you're going too fast, Cieran. Whoa. And the sling bolt flies forward and it collapses. Because I think it's hilarious to make the Fae get all super weird when it goes way up too fast.
And then I will shout out in Abyssal, whoa, or halt.
Okay. To what end?
Try and stop the Auroch.
Oh, fair enough. Okay, nothing seems to happen. The two on your side of the bridge, certainly if you want me to move you, like, under the bridge, you can. There's just... Dynamic gliding is weird. It doesn't work in layers.
I can't see the top of the bridge, so...
But you can
Yeah.
see there are two Auroch pulling on the other side. And
Okay.
let's see. You're sleeping. You're going to make a strength check. Plus, what do you add, big boy? You add, I forget, plus not a lot. Not as much as I'd like you to. Boom! Whoops. Boom!
So what if I do this? That works. Right?
I'm sorry.
Is that fair? I can do that because I can see him.
Do what?
So that doesn't actually exist. I threw my cat on the other side of the bridge.
Oh. Oh, sure. That makes sense. I was real confused there for a sec. Okay, that one's good enough. So both the Aurochs go a pull-in. I'll let you roll the percentage dice. If it's a 1 to 25, a bad thing happens. This Auroch breaks free.
Haha!
Well,
I got really close.
the bridge groans dangerously as that Auroch comes loose of its chains. But nothing else seems to happen,
Well, I have a target now.
except that you have a target. And, you are currently visible, right?
I don't think so.
Oh, okay, got you. Can I?
But I'm
Don't.
sad.
Oh, there. How smart am I? I'm not the smartest. Looking at stats for my friends, I think we just. Okay, got it. Kieran's on.
Okay. So I'm going to move to the 50-foot marker,
Sure.
which I don't think I can do because then I go to the top of the bridge.
Sure. I understand where you are, though. I see it drawn.
And then I'm going to shoot that Auroch.
Okay. My, oh my, if you'd like to flavor it.
He goes to pulling, and I may have actually killed him.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Oh, probably. Yeah, they don't have a lot of HP.
So he goes to pulling, and when he pulls, the chain cuts into his neck and pulls his muscles aside, and I end up hitting him right in the back of the neck, which is supposed to do like the karate chop, go to sleep move, but it because the's not as much muscle and stuff in the way, I end up just breaking his neck.
And down he goes. Okay. And stealth
That's
check.
not how that's supposed to happen.
And if you can make a stealth check for me.
Yeah.
Oh, so that's a small number. Small number.
And maybe gets the benefit of the wind. Because now I am in front of him, but severely off of him.
So you're like here-ish. So 24, 14, right up there.
Right here.
Got it. So that's... At that point, this guy can smell you. There's not a lot he can do, but he turns and it begins stomping the ground and doing the very stereotypical bull about to charge thing. And if that's all...
Yeah, I don't feel like blowing more mythic right now.
One Auroch is involuntarily sleeping. This Auroch will... I didn't ask. I should have asked. How high off the ground is Cieran?
What is... I'll be on the ground, because I've been using max range.
Okay, so then this thing is going to charge you.
Okay.
It is within 5 feet of you. The grid is awkward right now. But it comes running. Its horns lowered. And where? Oh, where? There we go.
Yeah, because I'm like right there. Nope.
Nevertheless, it probably misses you really wide with a 15.
Yeah.
Cieran goes to dodge, and his wings turn a fiery red and go over the top of him, and he flares them. And we've made a horrible Matador joke. And then if you could make a reflex save.
A reflex save?
Yeah. And a spellcraft check.
Reflex. Oh no!
Oh no! So it's very clear as you look up, the little tiny red bead that is flying towards your face is a fireball. A 22 with, I assume, evasion, right?
Maybe not.
No evasion. No evasion.
No.
But it's
No evasion.
Still beats the DC, so half of this. The bull will make it in just a sec, too. 25 fire damage.
Ow!
Half of it. And the bull passes
okay.
and takes...
I thought that was already halved. I'm like, ow?
The bull seems to also be unhappy at the fire being thrown at it. It continues throwing its horns and mooing and carrying on as I make sure it doesn't have any fire resistance. Yeah, then, okay.
12 damage?
Yep, you got it. And it's back to you.
Oh, that might have been why I had a errant +1. Anyways. Rules question, because I don't know about the actual legality of this.
Okay.
Can I go through his square to stealth?
Through the bulls?
Yeah.
As a tiny creature, you would have to enter his square to be able to attack him. Certainly in his square, he'll be able to smell you.
Well, what I'm saying is like the cartoony version of somebody runs at you, like slides through your legs, and then you go to turn around and they're not there.
Uh-huh.
That's what I'm going for, so I can then sling him.
Yes, but you would need to resolve in a square that doesn't have line of sight and is out of his stealth or out of his scent range. So, for example, like here.
Yeah.
And certainly it provokes from the bull.
I was there, so I think the bull's actually 5 foot closer.
I think that's right.
If that matters.
Yeah. The board is weird. Dynamic lighting is a thing.
So that's 40. This is going to be fun because there's no reset. I can do that, right?
Yeah. Seems right. First,
okay.
Would you like to acrobat? Well, acrobatics would mean you're moving at half speed. So,
yeah, no.
So it just provokes 27 to hit.
No.
Got it. Go. Okay. Movement resolves. Boy,
you know the best part about this is because I'm a alchemist and I've taken the preserve organs. I now have a 30 AC with a 50% fortification.
Good enough for me.
So it's real fun. I might be the tankiest member of the team, but that's kind of what happens when you play this.
Dex
so I
is
will
as Dex does.
stealth,
Okay.
and then I will go for the...
You are at the 20-foot mark. You are just out of scent range.
Uh-huh.
Sure. And if you'd like to flavor it.
He goes to hit me, and I just pirouette around his disgusting horns, bounce off of the horn, fly off. As he goes to attack me, as I try to move past him, I bounce off of his horn, fly around the building, and as I get behind it, I throw it out there.
Okay, works for me. And the bull collapses. Anything else?
Move standard, don't want to blow mythic yet.
Okay, I'll make a stealth check if you would. 15. Hawky Dalky. Who dares tag me in general? No, I don't want Sonic CD Tiki. Josh probably does. Okay, so my perception is that I need to beat a 15 to notice you, senpai. And so it was. Okay. So you see leaning out from the window of the tower, he's leaned over. He's very hunchbacked. Clearly some kind of tiefling something. Makes a spellcraft check at you.
Makes a spellcraft check at me?
I shouldn't have... I worded that badly. Make a spellcraft check. He's casting a spell.
Okay.
That's not bad.
Well, the first time he threw bat poop at me, so he's on my naughty list.
Yeah. Okay, it's very clear by the number of small little things flying at you. He's casting magic missile at you. Maximum of 5 at night, so it'd be we're at that many. Math is fun. Math is fun with your friends. Cieran doesn't have like spell resistance, right?
No. Not that I know of.
13 points of force damage as 1, 2, 3, 4. The missiles connect with ya. There's an abyssal just, he's over there, you fools, do something! And in giant, you hear the sounds of things mooing and carrying on. And it passes to Cieran.
Well, not only can he see me, but he is not a nice person. I need to fix that, actually. Cuts my damage to get more damage. I should use those, I swear. Or wait until I get that. I don't have an infinite pool of mythic power yet, which makes this interesting.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't have fleet charge either. And he's a magic user. So he's like here, right?
He's up here.
Oh, he's over there.
Mm-hmm.
I will move further behind the building.
Okay.
And I will drink another potion of... Not a potion, but an extract of shield.
Okay. Sounds good.
No more of your stupid magic missile BS.
Indeed. Anything else?
I guess I'll fly 50 up. Because that was... No, I can't do that. Like 45 feet up?
Okay, sure.
Or like to the edge of the thing. If that... However tall it is. Because I don't know how tall it is.
45 feet probably puts you, like, at the top of that tower. You could probably see it if you want to make a perception check.
Boop.
There's a... It would have to lower its shoulders and, like, push through the doors on either side. It doesn't see you, but there's a minotaur inside the bridge. Or inside the tower, rather.
Nice.
And
I was trying to get my cat in there, but I can't.
And if that is all... I want to Do some quick math. You flew up 45, I think you said.
Yeah. So I moved 5 foot over and 45 feet up.
Okay, got it. So you see another fireball get chucked at the square you were in, but you've flown out of the 20-foot radius. So there is an explosion underneath you, and then nothing else happens, and you're on. The Minotaur in that room seems to be just lost and confused.
When he throws the fireball, I'll laugh and say, "Ah, you missed me."
There's a
In a whistle.
Okay, there's a loud bah come from over that side, and now he has a vague idea of where you are.
I don't care.
Oh, okay, got it.
He knows he missed me, and I'm still over in this general direction, but good luck finding me. By the way, how long's 10 minutes total? It's been an hour, right? That's what you said?
Something like that.
Okay, so yeah, that's gone. Okay. I guess I will go for the sleepy on the pole.
Okay, sure. I was gonna be like, well, all of those were already, but I understand what you mean. Make it so.
Random pole that I cannot see. Die.
And if you'd like to flavor it.
I guess he bends down to actually get a good look out of the window, and I grab on to the window and pop up as I'm still flying, and I just sling right to the face.
Good enough for me. And there's a loud and it collapses in a heap on the floor.
I will continue my grabbing onto the window and pull myself in.
Okay, works for
which
me.
I can't do. So
I believe in you. Boom.
no, okay, yeah, that's what I was saying.
Okay, understood. There are doors on either side.
Is a perception an action?
Free action, 1 per round in combat, I suppose. Yeah.
Okay. Does he have anything useful?
He's got a pretty big crossbow and a pretty big axe, but I don't know what your carrying capacity is as a tiny creature. In any case,
I was looking for potions or.
No, not really.
Okay.
Alrighty,
Move standard, yeah. Okay.
If you could make a spellcraft check.
Again.
There's a faint fizzing, popping noise as you. Oh, that's teleport. As you realize that, infuriated, the caster has run away.
Little bee.
For the sake of time, it would not be hard for Cieran to clear the rest of the towers. If you would like to, we can just say that happens.
Sure.
Good enough. So I will remove them from the layers. Boom, boom. There was a Minotaur in each tower. They lie unconscious, as do 2 of the Aurochs.
Surprisingly enough, I don't have strength. I don't even think I know strength. I don't know strength. You make me sad. I used a spell and I didn't get to use a spell.
Boo.
You cast magic missile and I'm like, no, shield. Stop that.
Yeah,
that's
good.
Dangerous.
It is indeed.
What am I at? So, ooh, I didn't copy that macro. By the way, I made a macro that allows me to tell my percentage of health.
Nice.
And it is nice. I like it. I think it's even on selected.
Dang.
So the GM can do it. Because I don't know my exact percentage. I'm down 30 something. So I will use one of my serious, which is 3d8 plus 7. Yeah. For 17 health.
Good enough for me. Achilles, you are very loud today.
I will go and undo the chains on the other two Uroks.
Okay.
Now I actually want to know what my carrying weight is.
To the encumbrance table.
It's not very much. 65
Indeed.
pounds is a heavy load. But I can drag or push 325.
Indeed. Which is probably not what a Minotaur weighs. They probably weigh much, much more.
To the kitty.
Do the kitty.
Can drag 150.
150 plus your, what was
325. So it's 475.
Okay. Where is? It's still not quite enough.
What happens if I... No, that takes an hour.
Mm-hmm.
And I actually don't have knowledge engineering because I'm not playing a wizard.
You're not a wizard, Harry.
Which is ironic because I think the alchemist gets more skill points per level.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think you're right. Because they're like
But
skill monkey-ish.
Yeah, but I also haven't put as much effort into getting something in everything.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, it's only 2 different. Never mind. It's only +4 instead of the wizard's +2.
Mm-hmm.
I guess I will do heal checks on them to make sure that they're all going to stay asleep.
Okay. And while you do that, I will use a cat toy and chase my cat around so he will stop crying everywhere.
So I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
8 total. No, 7, you're right.
So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Yeah, they should be down for a long, long time.
Okay. I guess I gotta do the flying again. And I will fly to camp.
Okay.
And tell them about it.
Works
and then I will fly to the right catapult.
Okay, works for me. I am going to actually run to the bathroom really quickly, though. I'll back in 2 seconds. Okay, and whoops. I don't know why my webcam always stutters. Stop stuttering, webcam. Oh well. In any case, I'm back, and the towers, there are 4 in total, if you could make a perception check. I'll just go ahead and move you over there. So some of the towers are pretty beat up. In total, there are 7 or 8, I think, but 4 of them remain standing. Each of the 4 has a really, really nice catapult. Seems to be mounted on something that would allow it to turn 360 degrees. Each of the 4 towers is guarded by one of the demons like what you fought on the way up here. I think you've already successfully identified a Brimarak. They're small creatures, flaming swords, heads of bulls, things like that.
I think that was them.
Yeah. If I could just... What layer are you on, sir? Oh, never mind. Yeah, you see it. There's several ways you could do it, but they seem to be on watch. And, like, you know they don't need to go to eat or sleep or anything, so they could be on watch forever.
100th verse, same as the first.
Yeah, pretty much. Okay.
Let's go with the stealth.
You got the stealth.
And I will come from the south.
Sure. plus... where's my perception? Right there. These guys actually were first appearing in Wrath of the Righteous, so I don't need to jump anywhere. Oh, boy! Seems to not notice you.
Okay, I will go to there, and that should be within 30 feet.
Okay.
We're gonna do the Sling of Death.
You certainly have a surprise round.
Oh my god.
Make a stealth check. 27 against my 36. The creature sees you. And
This is bad.
roll for initiative. Where is... Blam versus my 12. It is aware of your presence, but you go first.
Okay, now I need to check what this says. And it's still flat-footed, right?
Yeah, it hasn't acted yet.
Hiya!
Much better. So it turns, it sees you, it raises its hand up into the air, and then if you'd like to flavor it.
It comes in and glances off of his eyebrow, and then breaks a horn.
And down he goes. Seems like the other towers don't notice you. They're a pretty good distance away.
I don't have knowledge engineering, but can I temporarily break it?
Yeah, you could disable device it. Takes about a minute, but there are 2 ways we can do this, I believe. Let me check disable device again. I've only ever seen this happen once. What you can do here is you can either, like, it's probably, we'll call it a difficult device, and you've passed. You could disable it, or you could rig it to backfire the next time it goes off.
I'm gonna go with the disable, because that seems less damaging than a random backfire.
Okay, works for me. It is successful. Probably you just cut some ropes and things, cause some gears to jam so it can't turn. Thing is, eventually...
Could I remove some?
Yep, also works.
Yeah.
Once the Brimmerak wakes up, they'll know something went afoul. And probably will raise the alarm.
I'm not the most intelligent person, am I? I actually don't have a melee weapon. That's a problem.
Oh, you get a cat.
I got a cat. So I will stick Kitty on poor, helpless, defenseless thing.
Alrighty, give me that coup de grace. For that much. So I need to roll the fortitude save at 10 plus damage dealt. Could actually pass. Here we go. Boom. So Kitty runs up and bites the Brimmerak on the neck and begins with its back legs scratching into it and stuff, and it's bleeding, but you can see its chest is still rising and falling. However, there's so much non-lethal damage on it that there's nothing saying you couldn't just do it again. Yeah, we don't need to shoestring the rolls. Eventually, it would fail to save. The kitty is able to tear it apart.
Kitty's either going to kill it,
Indeed.
or it's just going to fail its save.
Yeah, one of those would happen eventually. So then basically, I guess what happens next is repeat that 3 more times.
Mm-hmm.
So if you want to give me a stealth check? Well, we don't necessarily need to, unless you botch an attack roll again, we don't need to reset the maps or anything.
Yeah.
Easiest way to do it is stealth check
stealth
versus
check.
my perception. 37 versus my 38. It sees you. Okay, I guess we have to shoehorn it. Fair enough. Here we go. I basically...
First attempt and we fail.
Uh-huh. Roll for initiative.
And this is the saving graces. Oh my god.
Never.
Really game? That's not what I wanted.
Seems good enough. Still flat-footed to you. You go first. Just barely.
Make sure I'm actually where I need to be. Okay, yeah. So we do this, we do that.
And if you'd like to flavor it. If
Just
you'd like to
because-
montage it, I suppose.
This one, he because he actually saw me. You can tell me that this can't happen or not, but he goes to like try and cut the bullet as it's coming at him, and instead he just ends up having the bullet because he wasn't expecting this much force, and it hits the blade into his own face, and that's what knocks him out.
Good enough for me. Down it goes. And Cat eventually coup de grace. If you would, I want to have the disable device check be a thing, because if you fail it, bad things could happen.
Yeah.
That said, disable or sabotage.
Disable.
Okay.
They're all gonna be
cool.
because I still want them if
But
we take over the city.
works for me. Okay, so round 3. Stealth check versus perception check.
These actually have good perception checks, and it's kind of scary.
These are a little better, yeah. Okay, it doesn't see you. Make the attack roll. Fumble the attack roll. We roll initiative.
Nope.
But does a 23 hit, though? 23 might not. Yeah, okay. And if you'd like to flavor it, gotta have a montage. Achilles makes a meow.
This one I send it up its nose.
Oh, and down it goes. Up its nose and down it goes. And disable device.
Bloop.
All right, and one more. Versus my perception. Roll for initiative. Man. Okay. It is flat-footed to you.
My bad. I'm not in the right thing, but
You're fine. It's basically theater of the mind at this point. And if you'd like to flavor it.
straight up right in the solar plexus.
And down they go, and Kitty does a kill and disable device. Good enough.
I'm starting to understand why the rest of the party is not very happy with my character.
I wouldn't go that far. In any case, despite some really close near misses, some just moments where you have to throw the rock a little faster, you do get there. All of the catapults are disabled in a... Man, my cat is loud. Really wants to... He goes to the front door of my apartment, wants to be let out into the hallway. There's nothing in the hallway, you fool! But unless you would now like to go into Citadel Dresden solo, that's all of the outside of the town taken care of.
How much time did that all take? So we were at an hour before I went to the bridge, right?
Yeah. That probably... I'm real tempted to say it took about 8 hours, but hard to say. Things go by really fast. The choice is yours, though. As I quickly read Citadel Dress. Well,
I'm doing some math.
gotcha.
Because if I can go back and make this thing, then I'll go back and make this thing.
Make what thing?
Bag of holding.
Oh, gotcha. Okay. Well, it sounds like you'd rather craft than go attack the Citadel on your own.
Yeah.
Okay.
I can go back and do it on an... I need that. Okay.
Okay, cool. So then,
So I can.
is it a check you can fail?
It is a check I can fail.
Okay, so then
I have to get an 18.
you have to roll an 18?
Yeah.
Oh.
To get it in. If you say that this all took 8 hours, I have to get an 18.
Okay, fair enough. It probably... I said it all took 8 hours for, like, a convenience's sake, but it actually... geez. Probably took, like, 2. Maybe closer to 3. Yeah.
Okay, so if we do that, then I can go.
Shh, Achilles. Quiet, boy.
If I can take a 10, I can make it, and it'll take all of the time that I have remaining.
Okay, fair enough. So then I suppose that's where we will call it for here. There's going to be some stuff to talk about in 2 weeks when we get back to Wrath of the Righteous is the word. But in any case, thank y'all for watching. Be sure to like and subscribe, and we'll be back at it next time. Say bye, Adam.
Adios.